Dearest Ninang Dan, happy 100 years of living and sharing your creativity, wisdom, and excellence. I'm very honored to be part of this special celebration. You inspire me to grow old gracefully, to love, and to continue giving back to the community. May you be blessed with many more years of good health and well-being. Happy birthday! Mabuhay, Ninang Dan!
Hello to our dear Dean Rola. Happy birthday! It's been half a century, imagine, since we were all together in UP Baguio. A batch of young faculty while just starting out in our teaching careers, with you as our dean. In that small campus up in the mountains, we learned a lot. We grew, we became better persons under your deanship. Now that we're all in our 70s and you're turning 100, wow, turning 100! We're all so grateful that we were all together, and it was you who was our dean. You have left such an impact in my life, in all our lives. I ask God to continue to bless your path, to keep you healthy and strong, as only He can. Maligayang kaarawan, mahal naming Dean Rola.
Hi Dan, this is Mayet. Happy birthday! If not for the pandemic, I would have been there to greet you in person. So I thank the staff of UP Baguio for inviting us to participate in this video tribute. And I consider myself fortunate that you were the dean at that time when I started teaching at UP Baguio, because you had a vision and you inspired and motivated us to help achieve that vision. You trusted us with challenging responsibilities that developed our skills and talents and brought out the best in us. You were not only our dean and mentor, you were also our friend, and you remain our friend up to now. You continue to inspire us. We truly treasure you and love you. Take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and again, happy birthday!
Ninang Dan, happy birthday! Happy 100th birthday from cold and snowy Minnesota. It's only October, but we already had snow yesterday. We're so happy and honored to be part of this video greeting in celebration of your 100th birthday. We wish you a wonderful, blessed, and amazing birthday.
Ninang Dan, happy 100th birthday to you. I missed having you as a dean at the UP Baguio. I enjoyed and treasured our meetings in Northampton, New Hampshire, and Manila, and I hope that you will celebrate more birthdays to come in the coming years.
Last but not least, Ninang Dan, we're so thankful for the inspiration, mentorship, and guidance you have given us throughout the years. We hope you have a happy day. Again, happy birthday, Ninang Dan.
Ninang Dan.
We love you.
We love you.
Dean Rola is an amazing, unique woman. I honor her today on my own account, and more importantly, representing my cohort of faculty who were mentored and molded in the Rola ethos of academic community. We were the instructors during her deanship, many of us fresh out of university, looking forward to working for graduate degrees a couple of years down the road. Coming into UP College Baguio under Dean Rola, one knew immediately that she demanded dedication, excellence, integrity. She reveled in creative imagination of practicable possibilities for flourishing this idyllic campus on a hill, its grounds as meticulously cultivated under her watchful, appreciative eye, as were the innovative double major curricular programs in humanities, maths and natural sciences, and the social sciences, aimed at developing UP College Baguio into a first-rate liberal arts college. UP College Baguio was the little college that could. A centerpiece of Dean Rola's stint was the annual National Arts Festival, a tradition originating in Dean Santa Maria's term, but widened in scope under Dean Rola. She imagined and brought to reality this tiny college on a pine tree-filled hill as a summer gathering place for accomplished and aspiring musicians and theater and visual artists. An Artists in Residence program complemented the visiting performing artists, and on-the-spot painting contests drew in entries, among whom would be the following generations of nationally known painters. Dean Rola did not blow soap bubble dreams. She could tell how much farther she could stretch the potentials of the faculty she led, and she expected to succeed. Most of us were forged in the fires of committee work for the National Arts Festival. I, a mere instructor too at that time, experienced the initial terror turned gratification at the end, as Dean Rola assigned me overall chair of the 5th National Arts Festival committees. As we produced the festivals, we in turn were honed in the many abilities and talents, some still latent in us at that time, required to put each festival together. Dean Rola knew how to draw out from us what we were yet to know about ourselves. As demanding as she was when it came to work, Dean Rola was the premier promoter of well-earned rest and off-work hours leisure. Two examples of this were, 1, her rule for all working committees to end all work, to spend the day before opening day getting rested and ready to put on costume and face to welcome guests. And 2, the tradition of the fiercely competitive but camaraderie-filled bowling tournament that pitted teams from the non-academic staff and the faculty. Dean Rola was her usual high-achieving self on the bowling lanes. She assiduously studied and mastered the bowling stance and throw that produced strikes and spares, and she enjoyed herself immensely, both as a high-scoring bowler and as a college dean, able to bring faculty and non-academic personnel on the same lanes, literally and figuratively. In these past several years of reunions and lunch gatherings, the conversation would inevitably veer to reminiscences of how, in those few years we served under her, we learned discipline, purpose, and duty as principles for living one's life professionally and personally. Interestingly, she would respond to our narratives with her own. How, as a new administrator, she had to feel her way through to forge a path, herself growing into her destiny as leader of academic communities. By her account, she was not born a natural or fully formed dean or chancellor, but became one by dint of intelligence, daring to imagine, hard work, a strong sense of duty, and friendship with and among her faculty and personnel. She likewise looked back at the beginnings laid down by her predecessor and picked up from these, and she was grateful for the support she received from the UP presidents under whom she served, eminent diplomats Carlos P. Romulo and Salvador P. Lopez, even as they had also posed challenges she had to surmount. It is self-awareness in composing a life, a phrase I borrow from Mary Catherine Bateson that stands out for me in Dean Rola's account of her destiny as academic leader. I now see and understand that this principle was already there, embedded in her practices as dean. One of these was to require us, her faculty members, to draft our own letter of recommendation that she would use as input for the letters she would herself write and sign. We were thereby forced to look into ourselves, recognize the strengths that recommended us for a promotion or award, as well as the weaknesses that might require working on, and to report these honestly and confidently in our draft letter. It is a practice I adopted with former students when they asked me for a letter of recommendation. In behalf of former colleagues at UP College Baguio, especially those of us who have stayed in touch or reconnected around her, Steve Rood and I, Liege Casambre, wish to pay tribute to Dean Rola, dedicated educator and education reformer. Well into her 90s, she continued to travel between Los Baños and Manila to attend meetings of the private education foundation that she worked with for decades, and to write reports for them, always brimming with ideas on how to tweak and improve higher education in the country. The unstoppable Dan Rola, Dean Dan Rola, makes 100 this year. We raise a toast to you, our beloved Dean and cherished friend. Agtuloy nga salunat ken ragsak kada kayo.
Good health and happiness to you.
Ragsak a panagkasangay.
Happy birthday.
Hi, on behalf of the University of the Philippines Baguio community, composed of our faculty, staff, reps, students, and alumni, I would like to greet Dr. Dionisia Rola 100th birthday. Maligayang kaarawan po, Dean Rola. We know that you spent the most productive years of your professional life here in the University of the Philippines, Baguio, as Dean of the college in the 1960s. And hearing from stories of our professors who were your mentees or served as your faculty during that time, we believe that you really are a remarkable leader. You built the foundation of UP Baguio for what it is today, a center or a premier university for arts and sciences here in Northern Luzon. And we are inspired by your initiatives, by your pioneering work, especially in the arts and sciences, positioning UP Baguio as a distinct unit in the arts and sciences and focusing on Cordillera and Northern Luzon. I hope that what we have achieved today or what we have accomplished today will make you proud and happy because we do continue your legacy. Thank you very much, Dr. Rola, for your dedication and service to UP. Muli, maligayang kaarawan. Mahal po namin kayo.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dan Rola. Happy birthday to you.
Nagkakilala Awit ko ang tenor habang ikaw ay soprano, kasabay ng baho at ng alto, tayo ay nagkoro. Di nagtagal ay akin ang hinanap-hanap, tinig mong laging pangarap. Magkasama kang kumanta parang nasa alapaap. Ang lahat ng ito'y isang kahapon, nung tayo'y nasa